Welcome to PKC This Week. Where we talk all things professional kennel club. Found only on Cane Stream Media. Brought to you by Elite Nutrition, Joy Dog Food, and the Professional Kennel Club. Now, let's start the show.
Turns cameras up there.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, we're all working right. I know. Reader! This is going on the show. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to This Week in PKC. We're in person. We got Shane, we got Christy. We are live here at Salem, Illinois for Spring Super Stakes. I guess we're not live, it's recorded.
Yeah.
We're recording this on Wednesday.
We'll live now.
Yeah, we'll probably put it out tonight. But another Super Stakes. We're 2 days deep. How's everything going, Christy? As far as what you guys are doing, how's everything been working back there?
It's been going good. Messed up too bad, so we'll take it, Take it.
Shane, any surprises this week?
No, actually pretty good. I mean,
One thing I was going to ask, and I forgot to tell you in the pre-roll, so I'll throw you a zinger. Has there been any questions?
absolutely.
Yes.
Too bad though. I think Monday night 4 maybe. Last night 3, maybe 4.
That's not too bad.
No,
Yeah.
not bad at all. It's
Anything unusual or wild, or just the usual stuff?
just the usual.
Score trees,
Nothing.
stuff like
Yeah,
that.
had one score on a tree. Stationary was working on a dog. Nothing out
Nothing out
there. No Facebook official questions.
Yes.
So
Well, I got here Monday afternoon. I pulled in the parking lot with my camper, and there was already about 15 or 20 campers parked out there. The weather's been.
It's been lovely.
How many times we got to do?
we'll do it one time. One time. That's Levi.
That's Levi Stevens.
I'll call you right back, Levi.
Hey, Levi.
So, okay. Anyways, I pull in the parking lot, and there's already 20 campers. The weather's been beautiful. It's been a very good week. Monday, Tuesday, it's beautiful today. A little warm, but not bad.
Yeah.
And the entry numbers, they're really, really strong this year.
Yeah.
What do we got so far, Kristen?
We hunted 269 dogs Monday night, and we hunted 282 last night. So
What about, you think tonight's going to be the big night?
I think it'll be bigger. I hope. Knock on wood.
Because,
I think tonight will be probably the biggest night. I know the weather for tomorrow night actually changed a little bit. It looks like it's going to rain Friday instead of Thursday, which is good for the guys trying to get qualified. Maybe not so good for the qualifiers. But if you're already there Friday night, you've got money in the bank.
Yeah.
A little rain to win a Super Stakes.
I'm pretty sure there's nobody going to withdraw on Friday
I don't
because
think
of
so.
weather.
I don't think so. The weather it might be a factor, but it's not going to be a big factor. So
And
tonight's not a big tonight.
baby stakes, that starts on Thursday, correct?
Correct. Yes.
Do you guys have pre-entries for baby stakes?
We do. Pre-entries are never
Never
real
out.
high for the baby stakes. So I think people wait maybe till Tuesday or Wednesday before the hunt to see is old Joe ready to go or not.
Yeah.
Their babies are a different category. They're young.
A lot of guys are
Change
not
daily.
sophomore, junior, senior, and either they get in and maybe they'll try the baby stakes on
Yeah.
Thursday, or their dog's not looking
Yes.
good like mine. I don't have a baby stakes dog. He looked better last night, but he just got beat. So we're getting there. If he keeps getting better, he should be ready to go by Friday, and we'll have a double cast win. But he'll be good. He'll be good. The 1-year-old, you know how the 1-year-olds are.
Well, and then babies
Yes.
like I said, night to night, I'm going to the Super Stakes. I'm not taking the dog to the Super Stakes. I'm going to the Super Stakes. So, it's there's a lot of people hunt Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and I'm done with my 2-year-old. We're gonna try the baby Thursday. So
As far as because I go up there, I get major paid, I'm reserved throughout the week. Just tell everybody, Christy, real quick how the reservation deal works and how they can save money on entries and all that.
Reserve, you put $25 a night, and you get to save what's it, 40 for $40.
Yep.
So, and you don't have to wait in the walk-up line. That's a perk.
Yes.
It is lengthy.
Well, we got to start taking entries at 2:30.
2:30. Yeah.
I got here the first day, 2:20, third, fourth guy in line. I thought, well, I'll do that on Tuesday too.
Yeah. No.
I get here at 2:20, I'm about 100 guy in line. Everybody's got chairs out waiting in line and everything. Looks like we're trying to get into a Kid Rock concert.
Exactly. So as we sit here now, I see they're lining up at the door. I locked the door so we could have a little privacy. I see the line is formed.
They shake it.
I suspect today will be a hectic day from about 2 to 6 for us, but
It'll be good.
it'll be good. It'll be good. A good turnout, great event. And before we get off on rules or whatever else, we got to give the city of Salem
Yeah.
a ton of credit.
Yes.
They roll out the red carpet for us every single time we're here.
Yes.
They take care of it. If we need something, we call them. It doesn't matter what it is; they're going to try to do it for us. And of course, in return, we have a major event here, and it helps the town. But they are so. The city of Salem. You got David Dial, Mary Dial.
The real
Here,
MVPs.
yeah, exactly. The real MVPs. Yeah. As much as I would like to give Dial some flack, I will. But
Guaranteed.
he had the job he has is thankless.
Oh,
From
just
trying to
organizing the judges and the guides. I mean, it's a nightmare.
It's just
Big event.
I mean, you're talking
And you're doing it
300 dogs, give or take, and
Yeah.
it's crazy. So give them props, give the city props, and we sure appreciate everybody coming out to work.
What has the city ever said as far as monetarily what
They're-
PKC brings into the town? I mean, I know it's hard to fathom, hard to get that data.
They did at one point when the world first came.
Mhm.
But I'll be honest with you, I don't know those numbers.
Yeah.
It was pretty staggering.
I say it's
I
got
will say
a really
the-
big injection.
I mean-
the Holiday Inn's full, the Quality Inn's
Yes.
full. Everybody's eating over at the Iron Saddle half the season.
Yes.
Christy spends $8,000 on ice cream.
Yes.
Extra.
It's a split every night. Every night.
And we think of the city of Salem, obviously, it's where the event is, but like Mount Vernon,
Yeah.
full.
Yeah.
I mean, the motels down there are
Yeah.
full. I was talking to Michael Ward, who was trying to get a motel and couldn't get one, and
Yeah.
he was ended up finding a place in Mount Vernon, but there's a bunch of motels in the surrounding area.
All the
it's-
private
it's-
people with lake cabins,
Yes.
Airbnb,
Yeah,
all that stuff
yes.
are all full.
It's very good for the community. There's no doubt. Very, very proud.
Very good. Anything? Well, I mean, as far as Wednesday's your big night.
Yep.
Thursday it's going to slow down a little bit because a lot of guys already got their double cash win.
Mhm.
You're going to be picking up the babies.
Yep,
Yep.
you're picking up the babies, so I mean that really kind of does make it
And-
hectic too.
And there is quite a few people, and this is perfectly fine, who come for the one night, who
Yep.
stay for the Thursday night, and they, and take their shot Thursday. So I think Wednesday will be the big night, I believe. But I don't think there's going to be too big a drop off Thursday.
No,
think
I just know one
it's gonna be
thing.
pretty secure.
It's real easy to get a room on Friday.
It is. It is.
Yes.
Oh yeah, it is. When you're used to that hustle and bustle at the hotel or something like that, then Friday shows up. You're like, where'd everybody go?
Is it open?
Yeah, not that I know. I got it covered. That's the only reason I know.
That's the only reason you're still here.
That's right.
Can't get one in.
Okay, Christy, let's just rub a little salt in the wound. What do you think?
You'll double up.
I hope. If I double up tonight, I'm going out on the Baby Steaks cast on Thursday live streaming.
Oh, no.
Because that just
Yes.
means that ain't done.
Well, folks, I hate to tell you, there won't be a live stream.
Probably not. I'll probably still be out on Thursday, but just in case,
Don't book it on your
3 dogs could fall out of a tree or get injured, or maybe there's a 3-dog fight, and by some miracle, mine's not in it.
You'd still lose.
That's probably
It's
true.
true.
Mine's about PKC, the first guy knowing that's right. So anyway, enough of knocking Josh. Let's get to a rules question.
Okay.
One of the most confusing rules, I think. I don't think it's super confusing, but I think some guys miss it on occasion. Let's go through a scenario.
Okay.
You turn loose, 2 dogs strike under the minute, 175. They shut up, they move 300 or 400 yards, and they open again. They're minus. What happens after that as far as the strike rule?
Okay, so the dog is struck for 175. They're taking their minus.
Mhm.
Strike is back open now.
Back open.
Strike them back in 100,
Okay.
strike them back in 75. Now we'll run a little different scenario. Dog struck for 100, dog struck for 75, dog struck for 50. The dog struck for 50, he carries his track on out. 175 don't, they get minus. In a recent change, I say recent change, it's been probably 3 or 4 years ago, maybe 3 years ago, I think. Now the dog that struck for 50 moves up to 100. The other dogs have been minus, and they strike back in for 75.
Yes.
25.
75,
Whatever's
50,
available.
25.
Whatever's available. Yes.
So when there's one set of strike rules or one set of strike points, whatever dog gets minus is going to move down. The dog that does not get minus is going to move up.
Exactly.
And those empty strikes that got minus are still available.
Yes. Well, yes. The 100 will be taken by the dog with 50.
But the 75,
50, and 25 still open. Strike them. Put them back in. Put them back in for whatever they strike for. And
how many questions do you guys get on that on an average? It seemed like there was a lot of questions on where a dog come in after it was minus.
There is some questions, but most of the time now, within the last couple years, I'd say a year, people have pretty well figured out what we're doing, and I mean there's no sense in penalizing the dog that struck third,
Right.
because these two were battling or determined to be battling. So the dog that struck third actually, in reality, according to this guy, struck first because he's the only dog struck a track. So there's no, obviously they're getting their minus for battling, but he shouldn't be set at 50.
Yes.
He's first dog to strike. So that was the change. Move him up, give him his 100, which he should have got, and just strike him back in.
On an instance where a dog is struck for 100 under the minute, actually the minute, whatever, only dog struck, it eats a strike minus by, say, coming into the cast.
Sure.
All right. Now they don't move up after that.
No.
Because that was determined to be a strike.
Yep.
That strike is not available anymore. So you strike for 100, your dog comes back, it eats a minus. The next dog that gets struck is not going in for 100, and the dog gets struck for 75 will not move up.
Exactly. Well, let me say one little thing. You strike for 100, it's determined he's running the track. He goes out there, quits, comes back in. He's minus 100. Now, if nothing else is struck at that time,
if there is
then he can actually strike back in for 100. But exactly, if the dog struck for 175 and the dog struck for 100 comes in, 75 staying at 75.
Yeah. It sounds confusing, but it's not.
And everybody else is starting. It's not confusing. It's in black and white. And like I said, I don't think we've had a question on that this week.
No,
No, it really does. It really does.
No,
It does. I mean, and if it did happen, there may be a question.
Yeah.
But it doesn't happen very often.
We're, as coon hunters, we love to find some kind of scenario that happens 1 out of a million times.
Absolutely.
Say, how would you score that?
Absolutely.
And we like to call Shane at 3 o'clock in the morning on Tuesday.
Yes. We'll plaster Shane's phone number right across here for anybody that's got any questions at 3 in the morning.
24/7 availability.
Yes.
From the last 2 days, I think everybody's got.
Well, all right, guys. You guys got anything else before we shut this down? It's been a good show.
No,
we're
and
gonna be.
we do appreciate you helping
Thank
us out with it, and the coverage always great. We do appreciate you coming and supporting our videos.
Yep.
We really do.
Everybody stay tuned. All coverage, live coverage from Spring Super Stakes will be Wednesday through Saturday like we always do. And it'll be right there on the Cane Stream YouTube channel. So thank you guys, and thank you guys for watching.
Thank you.